Hi guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to do this. Now, it's not your typical Halloween tutorial, but this is going to be my first one. Hopefully I'm going to do a few Halloween tutorials. But it's just this really adorable little unhappy cupcake with sort of worms coming out of it, which sounds really disgusting, but I think it actually turned out pretty cute. I was inspired by someone on DeviantArt who I saw that did a really cute charm like this, but there was a cockroach going into it. I cannot find the picture, but if I can in the end, I'll leave it in the description. Yeah, so as you can see here, I did variations. I did a spider coming out of a cupcake with some worms, but yeah. So you can do whatever you want with this tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it. So, bye-bye! So everyone has been begging me to do a cupcake tutorial, but I can't be bothered to do one because basically I don't do anything different to most people. So I'm just going to fast forward this bit, but basically I just use a toothbrush to texture like most people. And I just go over and over and over again. I do add quite a lot of texture onto my cupcakes just because I like the way it looks. And then I just take some golden chalk pastels and dust that all over the top of the cupcake. And then just sort of in the centre, up the top, I take a sort of dusty brown colour. The lighting in the video makes it look really, really dark, but I promise you it's sort of a yellowy colour. It's not that dark. Now what you want to do is roll out a snake of chocolate brown clay or whatever colour you want your face to be. It's easier to do the face first because then you can figure out where you want the worms to go. So basically just take two balls and roll them out, and then all you want to do is flatten them down and add them on. These are the eyes, of course. So you can do a more exciting face than I did, but I just rolled out a thinner snake of chocolate brown clay, and using my X-Acto knife I just tilted it down to an unhappy face. But like I said, you can do more exotic faces than I have, so just use your imagination. Now what you want to do is just mark out where you want the worms to be. So I'm just using a small dotting tool, and then I'm going to go in and use a bigger one once I've decided where I want them to go. So all you want to do is just press them into clay, and I don't know why I love doing this so much, but it's weirdly satisfying. I feel a bit mean though putting little holes in a cupcake, but yeah, so just mark it out like this. Now taking a dotting tool, just put some base texturing down. So texture inside, this isn't too important, but I'll tell you why later in the tutorial. So do the insides, do it for all of them, and then you want to sort of destroy the edges, texture them and make it look like something's come out and eaten it. So once you've done that, it should all look like this. Now you just want to repeat the steps that I just talked about, but with a finer needle point. And basically what you want to do, this is why we did the insides, is sort of to keep texturing, and the bits that sort of fall out sort of put round the holes to make it look like the crumbs have got stuck to the edge. So this is what it should look like, this is what I'm talking about. I think it just makes it look more authentic. Now take a snake of skin colour clay. I'm not using the flesh colour from Female, I'm using a different colour. But you can use whatever colour you want, and all you want to do is just press them into the holes and then point them the direction on the cupcake you wanted. Ignore what I just did, I was feeling silly. I thought he looked really funny with a worm coming out of him. But yeah, so it might take a few tries, but just keep adding them in. So once you're done, it should look like this. It should look a bit funny. So now I'm just adding eyes. This is just a small detail that you don't need to do, but I just added eyes to the worm. And if your worms have hidden a lot of the texture, then just go around them and retexture it. Now what you want to do is to make them look more worm-like, I'm just going to make sort of line indents just using the needle. It can be quite tricky because obviously it's quite small. I'm using a 14mm cupcake base, so it can get a bit fiddly, but if you keep trying it should work. So just make indents all over all of the worms, and once you're done it should look like this. I absolutely love the way this one looks. And like I said, if the texturing's disappeared, just retexture it. So this is what it should look like. All you want to do is just flex the mould to make it easier to get it out, and then it should just pop right out like this. So there you go, that's your finished cupcake.